You're listening to a RoomBoiz podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with the saddest of heart that we are here today. Never thought we would be having to do this, but we are here to celebrate the life of Dude, Do You Think You're Funny? I can't. He was my best friend.
It had a good life.
And
a good one.
I just never thought that we'd be saying goodbye like this. I just thought we had so much more time,
None of us thought.
So I'd like to open up the floor for some words. Anyone like to start? Anyone like to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
You're, you're brave.
Zach, you go ahead.
I just want to say, Dude, Do You Think You're Funny came to me at a really hard time.
Yeah.
I think it brought life into all of us from its humble beginnings. It really brought us together. He was just always there for us from Dylan's basement with a snowball microphone to now in our professional studio. It's had its ups and downs. Kind of a long name. Honestly,
Really long
I don't know
name.
who thought of that. I thought that'd be a good idea. Even worse, email. But
So bad. Such a bad.
but yeah,
So
some
many
good
characters.
episodes, some bad episodes, some bad audio, some bad video. We'd like to think we got it down at this point, but honestly, who knows? But thank you.
Thank you, Zach.
That's it.
Thank you, Zach. Dylan. Brother Dylan.
Elder Ray. Sorry. You know, Dude, Do You Think You're Funny and I shared a lot of good times and well, a lot of memorable times, certainly.
Yeah.
For example, one time, he and I went to a swimming pool and we each downed a bottle of, Viagra pills.
It was so funny.
With Gatorade. I know.
Gatorade.
He just looked at me and he said,
What
"It'll be
flavor?
fun.
What flavor?
It'll be fun. We'll go
What
swimming and
flavor Gatorade?
it'll feel good."
What flavor Gatorade?
Tell me it was blue.
Cool blue.
What's his favorite?
It was. It was his favorite. So we swam and needless to say, by the time we were done, everyone had left the pool and it was just us. And
I wonder why.
he turned to me and he kissed me on the cheek and gave me a friendly kiss.
He always did that.
I know. He
Oh,
was so
dude.
nice. And that was it. That was the last time I saw
That
him.
was beautiful.
Ben?
Thank you, Dylan.
No problem.
I remember the first time I set up the blanket fort for the second episode of Dude, Do You Think You're Funny? And my mom came down and was like, "Is this really worth the effort?" And I looked at her and I just said, "You fucking bastard.
You have no idea what I'm going through."
You have no
Such
idea
a hard
the
time.
potential of this podcast." And now to see boys, dude, I'm sorry. Dude, to see dude down on his luck like this.
Dude, do you think you're sad?
Dude, do you think you're
Yeah.
funny? Dude,
Damn.
we're gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you later. Should we sing a song?
You know what? Let's join in prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive those who trespass against us, for we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Beautiful gentlemen.
Just like we were practiced.
I can't help falling in love with you. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, welcome to Dude, Do You Think You're Funny? Well,
That fucking cough at the end.
that was our longest and
Opening bit.
we still got music going.
Oh shit.
Okay, that was our longest and probably our best opening bit.
Yeah.
Aside from Ocean Man.
Yeah.
That's still.
Listen to the sound of the ocean. Ocean man. See, we can jump right into it anytime.
Anytime.
Listen to the sound. I'm just gonna throw it out there at some point.
So guys, welcome to the last episode of Dude, Do You Think You're Funny? This is
Can't believe it.
It's been 30 episodes in the making. Over a year.
Yeah.
It's incredible. We just want to say thank you for watching and good night.
See ya.
How many times
Ben, when'd you get this phone stand?
How many times do you think we've said good night before the end of the
How much you want for this?
that? Well, it says Kelly on the bottom. You can't take it.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know, but it gets funnier every time.
Oh yeah, anytime. Yeah. So 30 episodes. I think
Of greatness.
what we should do is go back through and just
honestly
reminisce on our favorite
30
episodes.
is farther than a lot of episodes of a lot of things.
Yeah.
I can't think of any exactly off the top of my head, but I'm sure.
I'm
he
sure
beat
there's.
out a
I'm
lot.
sure there are examples.
Yeah.
Like
Drew's podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Gus and Eddie.
Little Stinker Hour or whatever.
Yeah. Something like that.
I think. Well, before we get into memories, we should address that. Dude, Do You Think You're Funny is ending. After this episode, but
what isn't ending?
what isn't ending, and in fact the opposite, it is starting, is a brand new podcast.
What's it called?
We're molting and migrating
like
and
a little old butterfly.
and coming out of our fucking chrysalis.
I prefer cocoon.
Nice.
What's
And
the difference between a
nice.
cocoon and a chrysalis?
A quithalith.
I'm allergic to quithalith.
Quithalith make my tongue big.
It's wet up.
It's what up. I'm sweating.
We're coming out of our chrysalis with a brand new podcast, the RoomBoiz
Wow, who'd have
podcast.
guessed? That's a better name for a podcast.
Exactly.
So are we starting at episode 1?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
a completely new podcast. Except
Completely new.
what you're going to see is probably going to be exactly the same.
Nice.
Probably the same
exactly
content.
The same content.
Yeah.
Except there's a different.
There's
name
a
we're
different
starting over.
Name. And we're probably going to have a new theme song, too.
Man, it would have been really funny if in the funeral music it ended and then it just started with like party music and we were just like, but now get ready for.
We should have come up with that before.
We really
That's
should have.
okay.
So yeah, it'll be coming to you soon. We should probably set a date so that we actually do it.
Yeah.
unlike
Yeah,
well.
season 2.
Yeah, that took a while.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure
know what
about
I was about to say.
All right.
But favorite podcast memories. Favorite episode of Dude, Do You Think You're Funny? Or memories of Dude, Do You Think You're Funny? Anyone?
Probably
Okay.
Streetcar Named Desire.
Without a doubt. Elaborate for those who didn't watch that episode.
So Streetcar Desire
We'll leave
was
a link.
episode
12.
14.
12? Okay.
12.
Where are you? Who are you at?
Okay, let's
Okay,
get
all
moving.
right. Keep going.
I had to rewrite, or I had to do a loose imitation of a scene from A Streetcar Named Desire for a playwriting class I was taking at the time, and we read it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched that episode. The only way I've taken it in was from being there.
Really?
So I'll have to listen to
Dude.
it again. Do you think you're fun?
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. I think like a couple months ago I went back and just listened to all of them as much as I could. It was when we started season 2. I just went through and recapped all that. And it's
so
just
you're going to have a lot better memory than me.
Yeah, it's just so I'm surprised that we didn't really keep our composure. But like Dylan, I'm impressed at like how funny it was. Like, I'm not saying you're not funny. But like I wasn't expecting what was brought to me.
I know.
In that moment.
That was a good time.
It was a great time. Highlight of the podcast. If you haven't seen that episode 12.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our Watch Mojo top 10 dude.
Oh
think you're
yes,
funny
dude.
Except
Numbered
it's not
10.
numbered, and we're just naming episodes.
Yes. I think one of my
We'd probably
favorites.
find a top 10
What?
episodes if we wanted to.
Oh yeah, we could do a top 10. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll probably do it. We might do it after the fact.
Yeah.
Not right now.
I think one of my favorite. I think it might have been episode 6.
Episode 6.
We were in the blanket fort, and I think that was back when Zach and I were on the same side, and Dylan was on his own side.
Yeah. Did he have the Red Bull, the tropical Red Bull?
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's just and my mom texted me halfway through and was like, I need a pot roast from the basement. And I was like, you're not coming down and disturbing us while we're in the middle of the podcast. And she was like, fine, then you have to do it. So I had to leave in the middle of the podcast to go give my mom a pot roast. And then I grabbed while I was walking back, I said, you know what? I'm just going to take the time to grab a Coca-Cola as well. And then I came back with the Coke.
You know, I think I need to go back and listen to episodes like as soon as we got the camera, or no, maybe like episode 5 to 15, because that was kind of like the Silver Age.
Yeah,
if we're going comic wise.
The audio quality
yeah.
was significantly worse, but the comedy was at its peak.
Because 1 through 4, just still getting into it, obviously.
Yeah.
And 5 through 15, it was like there were definitely ups and downs, but then I don't know if I'd say 16 through 30 were the golden age.
Yeah.
But just because I don't know. It's hard to say.
If you had to ask me what we talked about in episode 3, except for who we would have on the podcast as a celebrity, if you put a gun to my head, I'd say pull the trigger, because I
honestly couldn't tell you what we talked about in any episode.
I do remember when I brought those fucking Arizonas with the fat straws, and Dylan put the straw in, and it just made the worst noise imaginable.
See, I remember that because that's when I was editing it to flip back and forth, and so I had to watch it a bunch.
I'm honestly surprised that we filmed that episode with my phone, with my old phone.
Yeah.
And it
looks fine.
It looks fine.
Yeah.
It was good times.
I'll definitely always remember the Leighton episode.
Oh.
It was
Which one?
We only have the one with Leighton.
Well, he was in the background in the other one.
That's true.
But just because it was our first guest and he just brought the food.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so
Yeah.
good. The
Dude.
pizza and the wings.
Yeah.
And it probably isn't the best episode because it's probably not very coherent. But
Yeah.
like,
I have a picture of you from
it
that
was just a boys'
episode
night.
where you're wearing your fucking like purple flannel and the background is the racetrack from that Cars blanket. And I think that's just my favorite picture of you ever.
My
favorite
Better send it to me if you can find it.
I'm going to find it right now while someone else talks about the podcast. This is the only time where the podcast
go-
is allowed.
I'm going to go look at the episodes
Okay.
on YouTube and see if it.
So everyone take a break right now.
This is your
Bathroom
intermission,
break.
like Hamilton.
I also
Hamilton. Anyone watch that?
I remember before we went to a video only not video only but video podcast, I was like prepared to make the thumbnail different, or like every guest we had on, like you remember this thumbnail, the fucking the superheroes, and then every guest would be a different superhero, because we were originally going to have Cassidy on early on, and I remember
That didn't happen.
It didn't happen because we just couldn't schedule it with him, and he left for Arizona, and we were like, I'm horrible at scheduling anything. And then I asked him like what superhero he would want, and he was like Spider-Man, and I was like, any like specific one? And he was like Miles Morales, and I was like, I don't know if that's okay. I don't know if I can, but yeah, yeah. You.
John Songus.
Classic.
Oh no, Leighton was episode 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Pizza Ranch security guard. Okay, I'm not saying I remember a lot from episodes, but I remember episode 5 being pretty good.
I think that's one of my top tier. Just that was the Rocky bit as well. That was where we had just watched Rocky at Family Video.
Yeah, and damaged out a bunch of
Twizzlers. Dude. Yes.
We used to damage out so much candy.
Could you imagine getting in trouble for that now?
No.
Like good old Jaylene calls us up and she's like, yeah, so that's actually stealing from the company, and we're gonna have to arrest you for that.
So you owe about $20 worth of licorice.
If we had a balance due, we can't. The way that Family Video works,
there's no way we'd find out about it 'cause we don't go there.
Well, they would call us. They'd be like, "You have a balance on your account, so you just need to pay us pay that back." But there are people that have had balances on their accounts for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's like there's no way they can enforce like, we need your money now, but you can't rent anything.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter if you're not there, because they can't just bill you.
Yeah.
They could probably call the cops. But even then,
Yeah.
What are the cops gonna do?
they're just going to be like, I think they could file like a victim's report, be like, they stole $200 from us, but it's really like, we just ate their candy.
Yeah.
They also have,
in the grand scheme of things, you eating that candy isn't losing them that much money.
I mean, they're already not making much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because, I mean, they, like, we literally, like, I think the training video or whatever was literally like, yeah, we own a lot of other businesses too.
What
Family
else?
Video is just kind of like a fun
What else?
thing for us. So that's
They
not even
own-
a big part of their profit margin, you know?
They are, okay, so for those who don't know, Family Video, we're kind of getting off topic, but Family Video,
That's okay. I don't know if we'd make a whole episode about talking about.
yeah.
Maybe we could, but whatever.
Family Video, Dylan and I used to work there. We haven't really talked about this.
It's-
We used to not say the name because we worked there.
It's a
Yeah, well, I
it's
don't
a
even
movie
think
rental
about it
store.
ever, really.
Yeah, Family Video is like a Blockbuster, but
except
only
it's still open for some reason.
yeah, and it's local.
It's fairly local.
I've been around, and and it's owned by this realty company. And
Well, I would say it's like a holding company that owns multiple, because I feel like the realty company is under the holding
yeah,
company.
okay, so it's
Because
owned
they
by
own the property that Family Video and Marcos
Yeah.
is on.
so it's the Hoagland family who
Marcos.
owns that
Yes.
company.
Yes.
And they
Bunch of potheads.
They own fucking Marco's Pizza, Family Video.
that realty thing.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
'Cause have you
the
ever seen
the
a
tanning place.
Yeah.
They own like
they
a
own
tanning chain.
company.
Yeah.
And many more. And
yeah, a few other things.
And they're able to keep Family Video open because
only because like,
they own the property.
and because Marco's is pretty profitable.
Yeah.
kind of like how the last standing Blockbuster is kind of like.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
how they
a-
run because they own the
yeah.
building.
Yeah.
Which, like, it's genius because all you need to do is use your profits from the rentals to buy the new movies and stock that.
Yeah.
But even then, I was thinking about it, and it's like their rentals have to be down, like, so low right now.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they're
And they-
probably
There's
getting
so
shit
many, especially like HBO Max now.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
like every streaming service.
And like the way that it works when they get the new movies is that they automatically get sent a certain amount that the company buys, and like they have to rent out a certain amount of those.
Mhm.
Which, like, they didn't explain to me. I had to figure that out on my own. Like, that's not a secret. You can tell me that you have to rent out a certain amount of them.
Yeah, that's just
to-
how
to-
business
yeah.
works.
Pardon me.
God.
Pardon.
And
Pardon?
so like I can't imagine they're getting many new movies because there's not any coming out.
Yeah, because they definitely can't be getting. Yeah. Well, because even with the new movies, they can't be getting as many because there's probably not as many people renting them, so they
Yeah.
don't need as many to get as many new movies
Exactly.
to rent out.
Yeah. But yeah, and I don't know. It's such a weird business model that they're still
Yeah.
a physical media
Yeah.
company and they're still open.
And the
But-
fact that they still get new movies somehow.
Yeah, they still manage to keep up to date.
But like, who goes? How much money does Marco's make?
Marco's makes
Because who
They're
just?
pretty
a fuck
good.
ton.
But like,
I
who
mean,
just goes to Marco's?
A lot of
A
people.
lot of people. I mean, I literally saw a Marco's commercial on ESPN in the break room at work.
and it's
On
like
ESPN.
it's good too. Like it's actually pretty
Yeah,
good pizza.
when it's hot.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
if it's cold, it's really bad.
if it's
it
old
fucking
pizza,
sucks. Like,
it's yeah.
yeah.
No, I ate too much Marco's when I worked there.
I don't think I ever
Marcos.
bought any for myself.
Yeah.
I think I was gifted Marcos.
Yeah.
By like either you or Jaylene.
I think it was Jaylene.
Probably
she was
some
like-
weird shit.
She was like, I can't eat this. Can you eat this?
yeah.
they have like subs too.
Yeah,
What
they
do
have sandwich. Well, this is just an ad for Marco's Pizza now.
Marco's.
But they have sandwiches. They have wings. The wings were so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. Oh god, I got wings from Target the other day, and they were only fat and no meat. It was like that, but they were a little bit better. So I'll give them that credit. But I remember I ordered the wings from them once, and they were like, "I'm just gonna let you know now, they're not that good." It was like this is the height of culinary expertise. I think.
Wait.
Sorry to talk about Family Video so much, but I just want to tell the story of the time that I got called in, like, to work a 1-hour shift
Dude.
to decorate the store. and I was like, okay, this is bullshit, but it's at least I get to decorate. That's
You're
all
gonna
right.
get $9.
I'm gonna get $9.10.
Dude.
And
That shit is not even worth the drive, especially for
nah.
you.
Oh no.
You live farther away than I do.
Yeah. So they called me
They
in.
should be paying. Never mind.
I get there and it's at the front. Fucking Doug from the other store is in the back fixing one of the lights.
Yeah.
And then goddamn fucking what's his name?
The DM.
Yeah. I
Oh,
feel like I shouldn't say his
Brent?
name. Okay.
Fuck it. He's not
You know
gonna
what?
listen to
I don't
this
work
shit.
there. I'm never going to work there again. Fucking Brent.
Man, what a weird
All
guy.
right.
What a strange
I swear,
guy.
I'm never gonna not call him Brett though, because I
Yeah.
always called him Brett, and Jaylene was like, "It's Brent."
That's how you
It's
answer the
Brent.
phone.
Imbecile.
So and he was there too, and they were watching like when I walked in, they were watching like a training video from the 70s.
For family video?
For family video.
Really?
And they were like, remember this one. I was like, no, you fucking don't.
Were you 10?
And so I get in there. I get in there and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to start decorating. And I'm wearing a sweater and jeans because it's
Cold.
the winter time.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh, you're right.
all right, so I'm going to
Oh,
start.
that's how you dress?
I'm going to start decorating. If you could just run these movies for me. And I was like, okay. And she I thought she was going to hand me like a little stack. She just points to the fucking return bin. And it's like 80 movies. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Like, oh,
you called me in for 1 hour to just do your job.
Dude.
While there
Literally,
are
bro.
2 managers there.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, so you're decorating.
Yeah,
and
and-
I'm doing your job.
dude, and not only do I have to do your job, I have to do your job while literally the most important people above me are watching me do it. And I'm like, oh,
You're like
fuck, I can't
sweating all
mess
the
up.
time. You're like, oh, where the fuck does C-Spot Run go?
Or the My Little Pony movie.
In the free kids section.
Yeah. And so then like the other guys leave and it's just me and Jaylene and like I think we were setting up for the fucking they do a fundraiser every year for I think for cancer where you round up $1 and all that. And she was like, "All right, can you figure out how to hang this umbrella from the ceiling?" And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Hey, fucker. Hang this
fuck,
umbrella from the ceiling.
She was an odd bird.
And she was like, yeah, we're going to throw coins into the umbrella. And I was like, you want me to hang an umbrella sturdy enough to hold
coin,
hold pounds of change?
I mean, I've seen
But like
places do that
realistically though,
before.
Yeah.
Realistically though, how much change are they gonna get? Did they get a lot?
They got a lot. It was
Oh,
just a lot of
okay.
pennies though.
Wait,
Oh,
it's
fucking
like
course.
a couple bucks.
Yeah. So it was like $3.
Yeah, because 300 pennies is only
$3.
$3.
You know how far
And
that
you know
gets
how
you.
much fucking 300 pennies is in weight? I don't know, probably enough to bring an umbrella down
Oh.
from the ceiling.
And you know what she gives me? She gives me like the thinnest string I've ever seen and tape. And scotch tape. So I fucking tie it around the handle. I like loop it through the tile ceiling and like and it's the most not bullshit, like asshole thing to ask me to do that and then walk up and be like, you're doing it wrong.
It's like, you told me
She was.
to
I'm
figure
sorry.
out how
She
to
was
do
nuts,
this.
bro. She was.
I'm
fucking
sorry,
nuts.
you 5'2" munchkin. Why don't you get up on a fucking ladder and hang this umbrella? God.
Dude, I just pulled up my texts. The few texts I have from.
Dude.
So I can literally go like this.
To give an
Because-
example, there's about 10 text messages.
If that, because I worked there for exactly a month, because the first message is on March 22nd, 2019, and the last message is on April 22nd, 2019.
Oh man.
And yeah, my favorite of her texts was, so just for a little background, we sold CBD
Oh yeah.
products like
Dang,
Like
that's
the
when
water.
like I didn't know what CBD was.
Oh yeah, dude.
like the CBD water and like gummies and dog treats or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
I guess, and the little oils, and the little oils. So she goes, so I just prefacing, I sold like a little bottle of the gummies
Yeah.
and a movie,
Good job.
Okay.
but it didn't show up on the computer. So she texts me randomly because she thought I stole it.
Where's the gummies?
So she says, "Are you sure you scanned the gummy bear? I'm not seeing one being sold today." And I said,
Oh.
"Yeah, I definitely sold them. The total was $31 because she also had a free movie." Okay, the computer is messing up because I just sold one too, and it's not showing up either. Sorry for the scare.
So why did you
Why would you scare the fuck out of me like that?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh
Yeah.
my
It's
god.
oh,
Poor
so you
timing.
knew it didn't work.
Yeah.
But you still confronted me about it
Yeah.
not working?
Dude,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm very glad that you worked there though, because if you wouldn't have worked there and then quit, it never would have inspired me to also quit and just have.
You would have just been there.
Oh, I would have just been there, Zach.
Oh.
My last family video story. I don't want to go on about family video too much, but I had to open so many times. Like,
Yeah, you had even when I worked there.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I opened a good majority of the time.
Yeah.
And there was one morning, I think it was like a Friday morning, so the busiest morning possible.
Yeah.
I get there at like 10 o'clock. I put my bag down. I turn the alarms off, and I go to sign into the computer, and the computer won't turn on. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm looking at the clock, and it's 10 o'clock. And I'm like,
the kids are lining
and
up.
I'm like, oh, fuck. And there's always people there
Yeah.
waiting for
It's
the
like,
store to be
why?
open. Give me
Like,
a
what do you possibly get out of getting to family video right when they open?
give me some fucking time to open
You
the
have
store.
That's like
please.
that's like
day.
their only like business too.
Yeah.
Like, at least until like later in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
And
You can go hours without seeing anyone.
oh yeah.
Hours.
Hours.
You can watch rated R movies.
I
'Cause
did.
I did once.
I did that.
Yeah. You're only supposed to watch PG ones.
Yeah. And and so I like go to the other computers, nothing. Or it turns on, it won't let me sign in. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And people are knocking on the door, so I
fuck
exactly.
you.
So I have to let them in. And I'm just like, hey, I can't check anything in right now. I'm not even clocked in, so I can have you look around the store, but I can't do anything. So I called Jaylene, and Jaylene's like, I don't know what to do.
Jesus.
Call maintenance, or call the help desk.
Hey, call the computer.
There's
tech guy.
there's a 24/7 help desk for a store that's open for 12 hours.
Wait, is it specifically for you?
Yeah, it's for the store.
What?
So it's like it's part of like the Hoagland company.
That's so weird.
And I call them, and they're like, yeah, what seems to be the issue? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to sign in, and nothing is working. And meanwhile, there are at least 20 people in the store.
Holy shit.
They just keep fucking flooding in.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And so,
This is a test.
dude,
Sent by Jaylene.
oh my God, if it was.
Or Brent.
Oh,
It's like, I don't really like the way you handle that situation.
I'm sorry. And so like he's having me do like sign in on the computer and then turn it off and then turn it back on and then sign in again and it doesn't work and then like try to run like a command thing and it's not working, and finally he's like, oh, your store must have one of those towers. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, you know that tower? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking
mean, like
about?
the computer?
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, if you just go over to the tower, it should be under the desk somewhere. You just turn that off, turn that on, and it should be working. And I was like, that wasn't your first thing? That wasn't your first thought? I'm trying to run a business here, guy. And
Literally.
and so I go over and I fucking turn it off and turn it on, and it takes 15 minutes to reboot. And then finally I can sign in and like, thank God that all of the customers of Family Video are super nice,
And they were, like,
they were
willing.
Most of them
were
nice.
super nice.
Yeah.
But like they were just like, yeah, we understand. And I was like, thank you. Like, please just look around the store, but fucking while I talk to this dunce on the phone. And yeah. And then I finally signed in and signed on, and everything was fine after that. But it was just like the stress of that, like,
Dude,
Do you remember
30
I don't
minutes.
know what
day,
I would
though?
have done.
Your last day?
Yeah.
I don't remember your last day.
So you had opened,
Yeah.
but your shift was like real short or something like that, and I came in like maybe like noon
Yeah.
ish, or 1 or
Because
something
I
like
think
that.
I had opened at noon, or I had opened at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you worked till like I don't know.
I think it was like
2.
until 1. It was like a 4-hour shift.
Yeah, it was real short. And I was closing on my last day or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And there was like a family because we had all those fucking movies you could just buy.
Yeah.
And they just bought a shit ton of the really cheap movies, and it wasn't like working. The computer wasn't like adjusting the price or whatever because they were all like on sale or something.
Anyway.
Interesting. And so I was. Thank God you were there because you like had to like fix it for me.
Yeah.
And they were just kind of being dicks about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
dude,
I know that family too.
I ate so many Twizzlers that day. I probably went through 2 packs of Twizzlers. Or 3, now that I think about it. And they could see me through the damn Marco's window. I didn't give a shit.
Didn't give.
It was my last day. And yeah.
I just remember always being so hungry whenever I was working, and I think it was the smell of the fucking pizza.
For sure.
It
But
gets you. It really does.
gets
Especially
you.
when you stand in the line of
Yeah.
smell.
Oh, dude, I used to get those. I used to just damage out M&Ms because it's like there's not much M&M in
It's
a
like
pack.
I used
could
to
be-
just try new candy.
It's
Like
like-
shit I've never heard before. I just damage it out. And I'd be like,
Krabby
oh, this
Patties.
is pretty fucking good. I did that shit all the time.
so good.
To be fair though, it's like they should be charging like $1 for this shit.
Dude,
They're
but
charging like $3 or $4 for it. It's like no.
A bag of pretzel is $5.
Now that I think about it, though, there was I was working with one afternoon, and these 2 like middle school kids come in, and they have a backpack, so that's obviously suspicious.
Yes.
And so like Jaylene's obviously giving him the death stare or whatever, and I'm watching him too. It's like whatever, and they get some candy. They walk over. They're not gonna rent a movie.
Yeah.
They just fucking put a shit ton of candy on the, on the thing, and there was like some kind of sour candy I had not heard of before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I haven't tried that before. And so they buy all the candy. They leave. Leaves an hour later. I go find that candy. I fucking damage it out and try it. I'm like, this shit slaps.
Man.
I don't even know what it was.
I
When
thought it was
did
gonna
you
be.
ever actually damage something out because it was damaged?
Once? Okay. Once there was a fucking a bag of the watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Oh yeah.
And it had a small hole in it. And was like, this has a hole in it. You need to damage it out. You can eat these if you'd like. And I was like, fuck yeah.
I hate.
So I did
I
that.
hate
You're
that.
like,
Like that's
yeah,
exactly what she
This
sounds
was pretty
like.
good
Yeah.
being truthful.
Yeah.
That's like exactly what she sounds like too. Where it's like she means well, but she always sounds like this. And it's like,
Yeah.
just be nice, please.
Yeah, she's I remember her outfits. Not to get personal here, but I mean, why are you gonna wear bootcut jeans and like shitty Under Armours? What are you doing?
There was one day where I came in early and she was showing me how to take inventory, and she wasn't planning on working, so it was an hour before the store was open, and man, I really hope she never hears this.
She's not gonna.
She was wearing jorts with fringe on the bottom, so they were like fringy.
Yeah.
Sandals with her little hobbit feet that looked like this. And a crop top tank top.
Woof. Woof. Isn't that a fucking thing from like Home Alone?
Yeah.
Where Macaulay Culkin
Buzz, your
Woof.
girlfriend's a wolf.
Woof.
Oh god, yeah, it was. What an experience that store.
It's honestly just so funny, like just how like not very long either of us worked there.
I worked there for 6 months.
Yeah, you worked there
but,
for a
like,
while, but
yeah,
I mean, it's honestly just a meme in my life that I worked there.
yeah,
Like just for a month.
yeah. No, what an experience! I'm glad I had the experience. It
Yeah.
sucked, but it was a good time. And
Yep.
if you have a family video around you, or just any video store, just go in.
Stop going there.
Well, stop going.
Please stop.
After you try it once.
If you go continuously, stop. But if you have never been to a video store before, if you miss
'Cause
Blockbuster,
it's honestly like not that bad.
It's
like
not that
going
bad.
in.
No,
And
it's
just for the
interesting.
experience.
with the invention of disc cleaners, game changer. Like,
And remember cleaning those things though?
I never cleaned. Oh no, that sucked. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that shit was gross.
So to change the subject, what's the most locked door you've ever tried to open?
The what?
What's the most locked door you've ever tried to open?
The most locked. Like more than one lock?
Yeah.
This isn't. What is this?
That's just a question I wrote down. Just curious.
Trying to get some intel.
I think I meant to type what's the heaviest door you've ever tried to open, just as a joke question.
That one out there.
Oh, our apartment door fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I was like, what?
If you had to put your finger on it, what do you think is the best like part of
That
being
was a very weird way to start
of-
the question.
of being an adult?
If you had to put your
If you had to put your finger
it.
on it, what do you think is like the best part of like being independent and alone, living on our own, I guess, or just having
I'd say
a stable job?
the freedom to just like really do anything, cause like not anything obviously because there are laws.
Yeah.
But like just with I don't know, with parents, even like I'm very very appreciative of my parents and stuff, but like
Yeah.
I was still kind of like held back, like I still had a curfew even after I graduated.
Yeah.
Really?
Even after I yeah.
Really?
It was like midnight or like 1 a.m. But like I didn't really need to be out. But as I like got like more like older and older, it was more like I was just like, hey, I'm gonna be out a little later. And my
Yeah.
mom was like, okay, because she didn't really care as much. But like it was still kind of like I at least had to let my mom know where I was, which makes sense because
Yeah.
parents always want to know where you are and stuff.
I would
But-
just have to text my dad so he'd shut off
Yeah.
the front lights
Oh, yeah.
above the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like now it's like obviously like I don't have to.
You
abide
still
by
have a
any
curfew?
rules.
You can
You have to be here.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can leave the apartment at 1 a.m. and get back at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and just
Do
nobody
it
cares.
fairly often
Yeah.
too.
And nobody cares.
No one cares, not even me.
And it's like it's
Yeah.
I never thought like just having that freedom of being able to stay up late and like not really bother too many people,
Fuck around.
or just like just knowing like when I moved out, not having the eyes of my mom on me felt just, it was so liberating to feel like I can have substances in the apartment and no one's gonna say boo.
Boo.
If anything, they'll say, can I have some? No, if anything, they'll say, I have 24 Sprites in the fridge.
And no one's gonna do anything about it.
And how
Are
many
you referencing something?
how many would it take? What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take? For you
Now
to
you're
get
doing
some
my
of that?
bit to
Yeah.
me.
I
Yeah.
don't know, it's.
No, I feel ya. I feel
I
ya.
was gonna say something else, but I don't remember now.
Okay.
That's a good question though.
Thank you. Now it's summertime,
Summertime loving.
and I had
Summertime.
plans to go to the lake today, but I didn't. And
Oh gosh.
I was thinking about it, and it's like, why don't I go to the lake as often as I should? Because it's like we're in Nebraska. That's usually a thing that people do, is go to like fucking Louisville.
Yeah. What
and
else
go
are
to
you
that
gonna
lake.
do?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one lake. Yeah, I've
Um,
been there a few times.
Because like there's not a lot of lakes that you can swim at, or like there's not a lot of, there's no
Let me and
beaches.
my friends
Louisville
swim
is
in the
technically a
kid
beach,
down
Other
but-
than that, and
drunk
and the one
and
at like Fremont Lakes or whatever.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
one's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say that one's actually probably better than
Party.
Louisville.
Yeah.
A little bit
Party
nicer
lake.
sand. It seems like.
Yeah, but like I hate swimming in lakes just because I can't see
'Cause I
in the
feel
water.
little fish touching my toes.
Now
Oh.
that
Maybe it was
brings
just
me to my
Dylan.
question.
Yeah.
I had this argument with someone a long time ago, but it was Do you wear the net in your underwear, or do you not? Do you cut the net out, or do you enjoy the net that kind of nestles your nuggles?
Interesting.
So I guess I always had swim trunks that had the net in it, and I didn't think anything of it, so I just wore it. But then I got a newer pair. I guess the only pair I have now, because I don't get swim trunks that much.
Yeah.
They didn't have it, and like it's fine.
It's,
I don't know.
It's I hate the netting. I hate the netting so fucking much. 'Cause like,
What's it for?
it's just so that you don't have to feel like you need to wear underwear.
Oh, won't wear underwear either.
I do. I just need that security, but I hate the feeling of the netting.
I'm just fine with people
I do
seeing
too, though.
me.
Yeah.
I wear underwear when I swim.
Yeah.
Then your underwear is wet.
Well, I wear slider shorts.
Well, you can wash and dry it, Zach.
Zachary. I wear the fucking the
compression
base
shorts.
yeah, compression shorts. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh,
To keep it all together.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and
To keep the monster
compact.
tucked away.
Keep the goods tucked down there.
Yeah, and I do kind of always have the irrational fear that a little fishy gonna swim up in my trunks when I'm just chilling
Like this
And be stuck.
and just nibble
Just
on my nibble on my nuggets
on my crown.
Just swim up your
on my
urethra.
Burger King crown shaped nuggets.
Swim up your urethra.
All the microorganisms.
Wait, can I tell you guys something?
Yeah.
No.
When I was a kid, I was watching National Geographic at my great grandma's
Nashville
house.
Geographic.
You know, they actually get each other confused, but
Yeah.
so there was like a thing about like leeches,
Really?
you know, and how like there was a type of
Did you
leech
ever
that
just
if you
think
if you
so?
pissed into a lake,
It
a leech
follow
can
the stream.
Oh,
can swim
fuck
up your
that.
stream,
Fuck that.
and
What if you keep moving so it can't?
Oh.
and that's how that's how I found out about leeches in general.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, that was scary. That same day,
What did
I
it do
learned,
once it got up there?
well, it sucked the blood out of your pee-pee.
Like it'd go inside and
Yeah, or it would stick on the outside.
Does that mean you didn't learn about leeches from the movie Stand By Me? Because
Okay, that's honestly kind of funny that you mentioned that, because that is also a pretty important. that was probably the reminder. Of leech. I
Dude.
probably saw that movie after the fact. That's a good movie though.
I don't know why that movie was so influential to myself.
It's funny because that's one of the last movies that I've seen that had the little like ending thing of like the where are they now, you know?
Thomas became a writer.
And then the one fucking kid got stabbed in the neck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which one was that?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Lloyd Hassel.
And then that same day at my great grandma's house, I learned that bears killed people. Because after the leech thing, there was a thing about bears mauling
like,
people.
fuck.
Oh God.
Leeches and bears. I learned
I
that.
thought bears were friendly. Does Winnie the Pooh kill people?
Does Willard the Pooh
Willard?
kill people?
Winnie?
Winifred. Winifred. That's probably what it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of Stand By Me though, like, I feel like I
Search around
always
the topic.
I
You've
always
seen that movie, right, Zach?
No.
Really?
I think you'd like
We
it.
might have to watch
It's
that
a Stephen
movie with
King.
you. Is it really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I do enjoy Steven.
But I feel like I always wanted to adventure like that movie. Just grab some buds and adventure. But like I always used to adventure from my house to the park and then explore around the park as if it was Stand By Me, thinking I was going to find a dead body somewhere. But like did you guys ever have like just like a place you went to think that it was like your bridge to Terabithia? Like, this is my magical forest, or like a little hideaway as a kid.
I had, well, yeah, I guess there were like two. Like I had I had a little like playground thing in my backyard, and it was really tall and it was made out of wood, and there was like a slide and like a rock climbing wall, and then like some swings next to it. And I would go up in the little tree house thing and chill in there, and then I also would go
downstairs to the closet next to the stairs and just close the door.
Oh yeah.
Which was kind of depressing thinking about that, but
Yeah. What about you, Zach?
Not that I can really think of. Nowhere specifically. I guess,
You more of an indoor kid?
I bet you were probably more of an indoor kid.
Yeah, look at him.
I mean, I went outside and like I used to like go to the park a lot and stuff, but it was mostly like just the park. It wasn't really like
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Like-
guess there was a tree on my elementary school playground that had like a hole in it. So like it was like the tree was like this.
Oh
There's, like, a
yeah.
little hole kind of like in here.
Yeah, okay.
See the diagram?
I see
And
it.
so I don't know, not like I'd just go there and stand there, but like you could like stand in the tree. sort of
Yeah.
thing.
That makes
I
sense.
don't know. Or we just hang out at that park, but
Yeah. There was a giant like hedge over it. Over the hedge. At my park.
So long.
Dude, in my neighborhood park. And like I remember one day me and my neighborhood friends were exploring the inside of it. And I don't know if you remember the classic film Marmaduke.
Yes.
But the
With
Owen Wilson.
and Kesha.
Oh, and Kesha.
Kesha's in
Don't
that?
stop, make
All
it
right.
right.
All right.
They play her song.
Oh. So
Uh,
she's not in the movie.
Well,
No.
her voices.
Yeah. But the village of dogs, the overlords of dogs lived in a hedge, or like they met in a hedge.
Yeah.
And I just remember like going in that hedge for the first time being like, this is exactly like Marmaduke. Where are all the dogs? And
Yeah,
then
that's probably the lamest comparison.
dude, man, if I
Good
wasn't
name.
a fucking lame child thinking that Marmaduke was like entertainment. But like I also remember peeing in that hedge because I really had to go, and I was like, well, no one can see me.
And there weren't any leeches.
No, exactly. To crawl up my pee stream. And
That'd
then
be quite the challenge, actually.
Peace Stream or Peace Dream?
peace tea.
Dixie Normus.
And then like 10 years later,
You
I
went
had
back.
football practice at that park.
Damn, bro. I bet you saw the hedge and you were
I
like,
saw that hedge and I was like, I pissed in that hedge.
you gave it the old
Nice.
half smile and nod.
Nice.
I gave it the old Marmaduke special. It's when I go to town on my
Interesting.
girl like a dog. Just lap her up.
Oh,
Oh man.
I
you have to get rid of that episode.
you know, now that we're talking about Marmaduke,
now that we're on the topic.
I just want to say that Zach and I realized the other night that sorry, I heard talking. That like why did every dog movie first there were too many dog movies in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
why did in every trailer there had to be the song Who Let the Dogs Out by Shaggy?
Who let the dogs out?
And why was that the most popular
It
song
was
ever?
so popular.
And-
Like
and it was in-
literally everyone knows that song.
Yeah.
It was in movies that didn't even need it. Like it was,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was in Good Burger.
It wasn't even just in dog movies. It
I'm
was in
pretty sure.
just any movie
Who
that
let the dogs out?
like they were just they're like as long as we get some of the profit, yeah, you can use
Oh
our
yeah.
song.
Oh yeah.
They probably made so much fucking money
Dude.
off that shit.
Shaggy is just
And just I remember
loaded.
just from
That's how he
and
sings.
Whip-ee-oh.
then that'd be one of the songs that they always play at like roller rinks at like skate days.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play that shit.
Along with like the
Dude.
Cupid Shuffle and stuff.
That's literally.
Fucking who let the why? There's not like a catchy dance you can do. It's just a song.
I'm sorry.
You can act like a dog.
I'm sorry. I'm 10 years old. I can't do the Cupid Shuffle on roller skates. We're fucking.
now kick, now kick, now kick.
Was it just me, or was like everyone 20 years older than us whenever we went to skate days?
We
Well, I feel like-
together.
Oh, people are talking in the hallway. I was like, why does it
Yeah.
feel like someone's in our apartment? But like,
yeah,
Just
I
our
mean,
fourth roommate.
At
Yeah.
skate days, like, I don't know. It just felt like there was a shit ton of middle schoolers,
Yeah.
but also like some high school kids that were weirdly
Yeah.
there,
But, like,
and then a
when-
couple of random adults that would couple skate.
Yeah.
But like when you were in middle school, they were so much older.
it
Yeah.
just felt like they were like like old adults skating.
Old bags.
And like there were adults skating sometimes, and it's like, this is a children's place. Why are you here? There's literally a play daisium. You're gonna
I'm just gonna listen.
okay. Fucking man,
Man, remember
me
when
and my mom,
skate days was called play days?
dude.
And skate days was called skate land?
No, Dylan, no. He's unlocking the door. No.
What?
Me and my mom, my mommy and me, playing at play days from 10 until 3.
Dink.
Man, I remember those commercials coming on. I remember going there with my brother. My
Just hanging out there. Why are they just hanging out in the hallway?
Shut the fuck, Dylan. Oh my god. I'm so scared. If we get a knock on the door, Dylan, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you so hard. Remember, I think it was episode 17 where there was a domestic dispute whilst we were recording. All right. Fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so. Come on, we got 5 minutes left of the podcast.
They just be hanging out there, dog.
Okay. Fucking. What was this? Oh, fucking. My brother Owen's really good at rollerblading, and it's like
Like why?
rollerblading. What a niche thing to be good at.
Who did I know who was really good at that? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
What, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you know?
No.
I just like it's so weird because like it's exactly like ice skating, and I'm also really bad at ice skating.
I'm pretty good at ice skating, but it always hurts my ankles
Oh,
for some
yeah.
reason. And it's annoying because I'm like, I want to ice skate, but my feet hurt.
Yeah,
I don't really do any of that shit.
Dylan, I can't imagine you doing ice skating. I can't
Or-
imagine us doing ice skating.
No, that would probably just be a bad idea.
It's been years since I've ice skated, and I
Yeah.
can't imagine I'd be
It's
that
just-
good at
I
it.
ice
I
skated,
mean,
like,
I remember
last year.
I remember
Really?
the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went with it was like me, Bryce, and Ben, and we went to like the hockey rink that Ben used to practice hockey at. It was pretty fun.
I honestly, yeah, I like ice skating. I don't know.
I
I
met.
fell on my ass a
Oh
lot.
yeah, you're at.
I'd build up some
My
speed,
bony
but then I
ass.
wouldn't know how to stop. I just have to run into the wall.
Zach, I think we've talked about ice skating on the podcast before because I remember saying that the last time I went ice skating, you were there. And that should show how long ago it was.
Fuck.
Because it was with the giant group of people from middle school.
Time Travelers?
Dude,
Wait, you were in Time Travelers?
I think so. I was a late addition. I don't see when you said that I had no connection to that
Huh.
cuz
I feel like that's what it was.
'Cause it
that was like
was-
7th grade.
I know you and Kyle were hanging out.
Yeah.
Mary Kate, Alyssa Niemeyer, Emily, fucking.
Oh no, that was just like just a
Yeah, that
friend
was just a hangout.
Okay.
I think fucking Nina and Devin were still dating.
Man.
Cause Devin was there. Oh my god, yeah, no, I was so bad. I was so fucking bad.
Pretty good.
But yeah,
I think it's a nice, like, cute little date idea.
it is if you're good. If you're okay,
No, because then you can be like, hey, hold my hand.
you just
or
have to be able
whatever.
to stand up. Yeah.
You have to be able to do stand up.
I went mini golfing today, and I'd just like to say,
That's a good date idea.
can anyone fucking professionally mini golf? Like, who is like
'Cause if you
really,
can't, fucking sign me up.
especially at like prehistoric putt, which is where I went, but I went to the one in Lincoln.
MLMG, Major League Mini Golf.
But like, who is like really good at mini golf? Like who just is so cocky that they're just amazing? Because it's like it's all kind of luck, really.
I'm pretty good.
I mean,
Are you?
can like size it
I
up.
remember
or
we
whatever.
played. I don't remember how well you did.
I didn't do well then because I wasn't trying.
That's true. Because we were dancing.
I'm good at that and like pretty good at Uno.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah?
sometimes.
Those are your two things you're good at.
Yeah. Other than that, I suck at everything.
You know,
Okay, they're literally just in the hallway, bro. And it's fucking pissing me off.
I can barely hear 'em.
It's fine. We can't hear them. It's pissing you off only. But
Oh, you got an apartment for a reason.
we no, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
You just let your fucking baby run around the damn.
All right, well, we got 20 seconds left of this episode. Oh,
Let's go out on a positive note.
let's
Getting
get some
high
uplifting
and
music
Play-
going.
You just say fucking
Getting
play Who Let the
high.
Dogs Out.
You know what? Fuck the final episode. We'll get claimed.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs
Okay,
out?
here we go.
Ooh. This PS5 price is unbelievable.
It's because it's $700. Fuck that shit. All right. How's this?
Oh fuck, the video stopped. Should I start it?
Yeah, start it again.
At Full Sail University, you can get an associate's degree.
From dusk till dawn, you'll be working as hard as you possibly can.
At Full Sail University, you can get your bachelor's degree at the Dan Patrick School of Broadcasting.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a journey it has
It's
been.
been a journey.
It has been
Lean on me.
30 episodes. You've been with us for 30 episodes, and if not, fuck you.
Wow, that was good timing.
Yeah.
And cut.
And cut. I just want to say thank you all. You know,
If you've listened to one episode, if you've listened to many episodes,
if
You're all the same.
if you're just listening to this episode right now, thank you.
And good night.
I just want to reflect a little.
that actually scared me a little bit. It's like, who is the fucking baby in our apartment? They're like, the door's like wide open and a baby's just looking at us.
Oh man. Oh my god, this is getting too out of hand. I just want to say like how fun it is to do the podcast, and like how
it's time to chat.
it's I feel like the reason why we're able to be so close is because of the podcast, because like it's for 1.5 hours bonus episode Patreon. We just sit and talk,
Yeah.
and it's like how healthy
Our weekly
is that?
or so checkup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And we understand each other. We're just
Yeah.
here to talk. I
Yeah.
love you guys.
Love you too, bud.
Aw. So yeah.
Kiss Zach on the lips, and I want to watch.
So thank you
Zach
everyone
lips.
for listening. If you got this far. We love you. Goodbye. We'll see you in the next podcast.